और कैसे हो यहाँ पे गांड फटगी. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a brand new GTA 6 leak, we got a new PlayStation 5, we're hearing about Wolverine, E3, and there's a lot to go over, so drop a thumbs up, subscribe if you're brand new, because coming in at our number 12 spot, we're hearing that E3 2023 is a reality. It's set for June 13 and 16, and it will host a business days and gamer days in revamped format, and essentially this can be a place where we might get our first look at GTA 6. I know some of you are like, yo man, Skizzle, GTA 6 gameplay will never happen, but we indeed have a brand new leak that I want to talk about in a second. But also PlayStation Stores launches today in Asia, and they have confirmed that this is gonna be a loyalty program, and a lot of people have been dropping DDTs after DDTs. I've been like looking around the streets, and shout out to the homie Ellie for adding me in the situation. Homie's asking for a showcase, and it's very strange, right? Because we ended up getting a small state of play, but we still have to see, and we still have to get that massive PlayStation showcase. Last year it happened around the middle of September, maybe a little bit early. My memory's foggier than Snoop Dogg's bathroom, so I'm not totally sure about that one. But people are saying that NFTs without calling them NFTs, and this is where a lot of people are really sus, because for the longest amount of time people have been saying that, yo man, this is just gonna be the NFTs, that PlayStation loyalty program is just NFTs. And PlayStation has repeatedly did say that this is not gonna be NFTs, this is gonna be a loyalty program. And homies are like, Xbox Game Pass is better, this ratio is better. And those of you that are scratching your head, your ball sack, some of you will be like, Skizzle, I'm just a stud muffin. I mean, damn man, did you forget? I know you're a stud muffin, okay, I get it, you're a stud muffin. Essentially, PlayStation says that there are two types of rewards: loyalty points and digital collectibles. Points can be redeemed in a catalog that may include PlayStation wallet funds, and this is something that I wanted for a long time. Y'all remember this fat PS3? My man, I love this boy. Okay, do not take a screenshot, smash the like button, subscribe right now for this fat PS3. And during that time I was always thinking that they should do a thing where the more trophies you earn, the more money you can get somehow in the PlayStation store, because at the end of the day Sony's just trying to do helicopters with their release, trying to bring a Sony pony down. I mean, damn, okay. But they say that exclusive digital collectibles and select PlayStation Store products as an additional benefit, PlayStation Plus members enrolled in PlayStation Stores automatically earn points for purchases on PlayStation Store. Oh my god, I'm shaking. And they say that at launch, by simply joining, all members will receive the Stargazer telescope, will have Punto, Ape Escape 2, Pocket Station. I mean, damn, can a brother perhaps get GTA 6? Can a brother perhaps get Black Ops 10? I mean, damn. And for this one, you might want to sit down, because this following story has been 10 times wilder than Johnny Sins movies. And we're talking about the homie's face, Doug Sensor Martin. We're talking about the guy that had left Yannick Garcia for them streets because he wanted to play Call of Duty, but later on he actually came out. He did say that Yannick Garcia was not loyal, this and that. He said some bull squash, which I forget, so I don't want to be allegedly, but he did leave them for the streets. And you know what? That's a true gamer. This is a Call of Duty gamer. Everybody clap it up. But Doug Sensor Martin says that if you hack, I will find you. Damn. And then he says that half of me wants to maintain my #1 rank in Call of Duty Van garbage. The other half of me wants to bury all these hacking losers. Screw it, I'll do both. The list is massive, so if there's someone in particular you want me to look up, just DM me. Damn. And for those of you that are like, Skizzle, I'm just a stud muffin, like, I'm not sure, can you explain that in Call of Duty Van garbage terms? Apparently Doug Sensor Martin contacted one of the hacking, and he acquired a list of players that actually hack in Call of Duty Warzone. He got the entire list, and he actually went in gang style over on the homie Tyler Rish, who actually privatized his Twitter account, and the tweets are actually protected. Bruh. And allegedly he was kind of hacking, he kind of blasted the homie, and the homie Tylerish went underground, and the situation has been wild, okay? He started adding the homie Mats, that's a Call of Duty dev and associate director design at Treyarch. He's asking for a ban. He's just not stopping, and I can't seem to find that tweet, but I did see him tweet the fact that he's gonna be keeping an eye out on Nadia, yeah, the 9-kitty ratio Call of Duty Warzone player. He says that he will be exposing all the cheaters, and this is gonna be really interesting. This is season 5 for the Call of Duty saga. We'll keep you in the loop, so definitely hit the bell. But also, break it, Deadpool 3 featuring Hugh Jackman returning as Wolverine, and now it has been officially confirmed that the next Deadpool movie is gonna be coming out on September 6, 2024. Maybe this is around the same time when we can expect the Wolverine game, but realistically though, Spider-Man 2 is gonna be coming out by the end of 2023, and we can see Wolverine by the end of 2024, but that's like unrealistic. That's like having high kind of expectations. You need to come back to planet Earth, right? But realistically, I would say the game is gonna come out in 2025, but the movie is confirmed for 2024. And for this story, you might want to clench your butt cheeks, because ladies and gentlemen, Infinity Ward came out, and I just cannot believe it. People have been going crazy. People are mad. People are angry. A lot of people have been telling them, hey man, we need them dead silence. We need the normal minimap. And some people are saying that, yeah, I do not want red dots. I don't want to be a red dot chaser. Some people want that. Some people don't want that. But at the end of the day, y'all need to wake up, okay? Wake up. Let's not fight with each other. Let's come together as one. Let's make a temporary truce. If you do not want a normal minimap, hey, that's perfectly fine. Yeah, we had that for the longest amount of time. We had that in all the previous Call of Duty games, but this time we're not having red dots. Whatever, okay? If you want it, hey man, I'm with you. I want the normal minimap. I want the OG features too. But if you don't want it, that's perfectly fine. All I'm saying here is that let's come together as one, okay? Let's stop fighting. It's just a video game. It's just dumb stuff. But at the end, Infinity Ward should encourage more rushing playstyle. They're just encouraging camping right now, okay? But they came out and they say that enemy visibility is something that came up throughout both weekends of our beta. While many of you are remarked on the improvements in the weekend 2, we'll look to tweak increase enemy visibility to allow for better visual tracking of opponents that is not solely the traditional nameplate. So in a nutshell, they are coming out now and they're saying that they're gonna be removing the enemy nameplate, something that we had in all the Call of Duty games. You know that red dot that you see on top of the enemy head that indicates that that's an enemy? That's gone. You know that user ID that sometimes you get to see on top of enemies' heads, so you know who's that player, so you can easily find out that that's an enemy? That's gonna be going soon. Yep.
Bomba.
Listen man, all I'm saying here is that all the flashbangs that you had in a Call of Duty game, that actually made me look like this. And all I'm asking here is that can a brother just perhaps get a red dot on top of the enemy head so it's kind of easier to define the enemies? But also in the news, apparently just the other day, the homie Tom Henderson came out. He says Sony is developing a new PlayStation 5 with a detachable disc drive, and today we're actually figuring out that we're gonna be having a Sony's updated PS5 console that comes with 6nm AMD over Radeon, or however you say that, plus SoC offers lower games and consumes lower power. Now by no means this is gonna be a PlayStation 5 Slim. This is essentially a new PlayStation 5 refresh, and we're now hearing that Sony recently did a soft refresh of its console with a new variant known as the CFI 1202 that offers lower temps and power input. The new console is lighter, runs cooler, and consumes lower power, and this is all thanks to the refresh AMD over Radeon plus SoC hailing the TSMC 6nm process node. And I'm just sitting here, I'm like, bro, like I got none of that, bruh. And I know some of you will be like, Skizzle, I got none of that. I'm a stud muffin. You always seem to forget, and you gotta also understand I'm not a scientist, man. Like I don't know what the TSMC is. I don't know what the CFI is. I mean, hey, but I mean, god damn, man, never have I ever thought that we're gonna be seeing Cyberpunk again. We got hot takes, Twitter says hot takes. Shout out to the homie Ellie for adding me in the situation, and people are going crazy. People are shaking, and a lot of people are looking like the big homie Yongya, and it's very rare. Not only that Cyberpunk did 20 million sales, and it also had 81,000 people playing 44 minutes ago. Last time I checked, it had about 138k for the last 24 hours peak. There aren't many games that get a second chance this big, okay? Normally they always like to call you and me toxic gamers. They always like to call everybody toxic and problematic, but this time, I mean, the gamers did come together because the product is looking kind of good. They have been making changes and they have made the game a little bit better. They have fixed the game, and there's a lot more content that's going to be coming out in the future. And the anime, the Edge Runners, I know some people are like, yo man, Skizzle, that's not an anime, but listen, I'm not a weeb. I never watch anime stuff. I get it. Okay, I know, I understand. But to an outsider looking in, it's certainly an anime, even though you want to say it's not an anime. But Edge Runners have brought in massive player count to the game, and it's quite wholesome to see. But also, I mean, damn, God of War Ragnarok preloads is going to be starting on November the 2nd, and essentially the game is going to be coming out on November 9th. 9th, my man, I'm actually looking like this. I'm looking like you can say that I'm looking like the homie Young Yeah right now, because this is my most anticipated game for this year. Then it's GTA 6, but that game is likely 2-3 years away. Skull and Bones has been delayed again. It will now release on March 9, 2023. So Ubisoft actually came out. They say that Ubisoft original Skulls and Bones gonna be delayed to March 9th. Okay, alright. Your PlayStation Plus monthly games for October are Hot Wheels, Injustice 2, Super Hot. I mean, damn man, can a brother perhaps get some good games if he cannot give us good games? Can a brother perhaps get like $100 PlayStation credit in the store? Smash the like button, subscribe if you agree. Now, speaking of a bonus gaming story, hide your wives, hide your kids, because when you look at this smile, you can see this is a very innocent picture. You got a guy looking like The Rock, maybe he is The Rock. You got the baddies out there, but then you start seeing this baddie actually go off. And this is probably why this man was actually smiling. Now, ladies and gentlemen, these poor souls thought that this was The Rock and they really went after him. I mean, take a look at this. Is why he was smiling. He was firing dope. Yo, thank you for subscribing. Dwayne, you need to listen to me. You need to protect your manhood at all costs. Otherwise, you would be smiling like you would be smiling like this man too. But also GTA 6, speaking of GTA 6, we actually ended up getting the GTA 6 HUD construction. This is a rework, this is a concept made based off of the trailer that we ended up getting. And you can see we got the character selection, homies already got that weapon wheels, we got the weapon, we got Jason, stamina 2, and people also have been making these concept arts as well, and it's quite wholesome to see. Shout out to the homies for actually making that up. Also, the homie Circle Blocker ended up making this concept art, and I gotta be honest, it does look pretty good. Like, minus the cake aside, minus the big bunda aside, like this is actually really good. Like, every concept art, why people have to give that big cakes? Okay, like, I just don't understand, man. And the funniest GTA 6 story to date is that the suspected GTA 6 leaker, he pleads not guilty on hacking charges. He still remains in police custody at this time. They're like, okay, yeah, you do not plead guilty, it was a computer misuse, and they're just gonna give him a kiss on the cheek, perhaps like a 1-month internet suspension. But Take-Two is doing a live stream in November. We also got a lot of news about the trailer. Click on this video on the screen and I will see you right there. Subscribe, hit the bell.